Hi everyone, and welcome back to Music Connection video. I appreciate you stopping by. And today we're going to be checking out War Pigs by Black Sabbath. And this is another song request and donation from Mike G4211, so thank you so much for sending me this song request. And full disclosure, I have heard this song before. I think if you're a guitarist, at some point it's impossible to not have heard this song before. It's a really iconic riff by Tony Iommi, descending guitar riff that goes like... a descending guitar riff that goes back up. I can just hear it in my head right now, actually, but I haven't actually heard the song in a while, so I'm gonna look forward to listening to this regardless. But yeah, I am aware that the song's lyrics are pertaining to more anti-war messages. Really, really iconic lyrics, which I believe were also written by Geezer Butler. So yeah, I really, really like the song, and we're gonna check it out again today. And yeah, in the words of Jeff Walker, let's rock. I didn't realize the song was 8 minutes, by the way. A really nice sounding bass. Like how you can hear the guitar feedback. Really, really evil feedback sound. Like the wind is howling. You hear an intro like this? This intro is kind of similar to like Slayer's Raining Blood, but more like a primitive version of that. Like you hear an intro like this and you know something like evil is coming. Or ominous. Like how the drums are in the back like a metronome.
Generals gathered in their masses, just like witches at black masses. Evil minds that plot destruction, sorcerer of death's construction. In the fields of bodies burning.
Oh, okay, you can hear so many of like Iommi's signature guitar techniques in this song. By the way, I really like the lyrics here. Like you can really picture what's going on. Like when I hear lyrics like this, I can just imagine, like just in a like the dark of night, like a bunch of people like in like cloaks or whatever, just like at a fire pit or something, like doing some sketchy stuff in the middle of the night. That's kind of what I think of. Like maybe like politicians doing that kind of stuff.
Generals gathered in their masses, just like witches at black masses. Evil minds that plot destruction, sorcerer of death's construction. In the fields of bodies burning.
Right there. I really love how Iommi kind of changes up guitar riffs as he goes on in the song to kind of add some more flavor or variation.
The bodies burning as the war machine keeps turning.
Trill again.
Death and hatred to mankind, poisoning their brainwashed minds. Oh Lord, yeah.
Here it goes. The descending riff. Really nice drum fills. And I love the way the drums are in guitar in sync in this riff right here. Yeah, I really like how the high note and the drums come together. It really, really accentuates that high note in that riff right there.
Politicians hide themselves away. They only started the war. Why
Oh, I love the way Ozzy sings these lyrics too. And these are some really potent lyrics that I think are always going to be relevant no matter what time period they are in. Like even like 60 years later now, like these lyrics are still really relevant, of course, and they've been relevant through the ages. And I love how the way he says this. Like he's not sugarcoating it at all. He says like the politicians are the ones who start the war and they just hide away, um, and they leave all of it to the poor. And I love the way he says "yeah" here. He's calling it how it is. Yeah, I love the way he says "yeah" there. It's like kind of like a moment of desperation. The way he says "yeah" right there, it's kind of like he's kind of like resigned himself to it, to the fate of like like the poor people are always going to be the ones who are going out to war instead of the rich politicians, right? Like the way he says "yeah" right there, it really sounds like he's like that's how it is, I guess. Oh, and the way he says "yeah" there is different. Like there's two different kinds of "yeahs" he uses. That's so cool. This "yeah" is more like sarcastic. I feel like he's saying, "Wait till the judgment day comes." He's saying these people who send out the poor to war, they will have their fate decided someday, right? And he says that in like kind of like a snarky kind of "yeah." I feel like. Love this riff. Really nice use of pauses in this riff too. Listen to that guitar solo again. Really nice guitar solo by Iommi as always. You can hear the dual tracked guitar in some parts that you can hear in other songs that he does as well. But yeah, I would say this guitar felt more like mellow. It was a bit like slower paced, um, kind of in line with the rest of the song, which is a bit more of a slower tempo too. Like how he's slowly going up the fretboard. Here, two guitars right here for sure. Nice bends. It's a really melodic part right here for sure.
Now in darkness, world stops turning. Ashes where the body bodies burning. No more war pigs have the power. And as God has struck the hour, day of judgment God is calling. On the knees the war pigs crawling, begging mercies for the sins. Satan laughing spreads his wings. Oh Lord, yeah.
Nice. Of course, there can't be a Black Sabbath song without Satan being mentioned or the devil or something like that. But I love the way he says, "Oh Lord, yeah," here too. There's like so much passion in his voice. Like you can, it really puts you into like what he's saying. I guess. Um, it almost feels like the narrator feels like pity for these politicians because he knows that their judgment day is coming and Satan will do like terrible things to them for what they did. Um, and that he says like, "Oh Lord, like this is what's coming," right? So that's kind of cool. But at the same time, he also knows that the politicians deserve this. That's kind of what I feel from the narrator, I guess. But yeah.
Spreads his wings. Oh Lord, yeah.
Also, I have to say, like this guitar riff slash songwriting is really, really unique. I feel like for this time period, like in the grand scheme of metal, I feel like I've heard many riffs come after this song, um, that sound very similar to this kind of riff or kind of use similar songwriting. Like for example, Megadeth's "Sweating Bullets" is one, where it's kind of like you have a small little guitar riff and then a long period of just vocals, right? And then the guitar riff comes back at the end of the vocal line. So it's kind of similar to this. I feel like Black Sabbath are probably the originators of this kind of guitar riff in metal. But yeah, I really really like it.
Spreads his wings. Oh Lord, yeah.
Nice drum fill again. Oh, I don't remember this part. Sounds interesting. Ooh, that's a cool riff. Ooh, that's cool. He does like a kind of variation of the riff on like a lower key or something. Wow. I don't remember the song ending like that. To be honest, I don't remember like a lot of the parts of this song. I'm not gonna lie. Other than the main riff, a lot of this sounded kind of new to me, and I feel like that maybe because I think there's a music video for this song on YouTube somewhere where it's like kind of an abridged version, like a shorter version of the song. Because I don't remember this song being a full 8 minutes either. But let's listen to that final guitar solo again. At times, it didn't really sound like much of a guitar solo, more like a rhythm guitar part. But then you got into the bends, and it sounds like a Tony Iommi guitar solo again. So let's listen to that again. trills again. Really a nice way to end off this song too. Kind of feels sad. I feel like it's like sad that yeah, the end of that song feels like kind of sad. Like in line with the lyrics, like it feels like sad that this kind of stuff is happening. Like politicians are starting these wars and sending out the poor to die in war and stuff like that. Like it feels like sad, like that this is like kind of how the world is how I feel like I is how I interpret that ending. But yeah, that was my reaction to Black Sabbath's World Pigs. Really enjoyable song to listen to as always, for sure. Not only is the guitar riff really iconic, but there's some really nice drum fills in there from Bill Ward, and the bass sounds really nice as well. And Ozzy's vocals in the song are honestly a highlight for me. Like I really really like his vocals here. They're so like expressive, like the way he says like yeah or like oh Lord yeah and that kind of stuff. Um, Sounds really really nice. You can really really feel like the lyrics. I think in this song in particular. Um, when Ozzy sings them. It's like such a sad fate of the world that it's the way it is. But yeah, I hope you enjoy listening to the song with me. And thank you again, Mike G, for the song request and donation. And I appreciate you watching this video.